So if you're afraid of needles or you just don't want to go out of the way to do that, it's also kind of expensive, Cetria L-glutathione is an option for you. All right, so no matter what level of athlete you are, you should probably know if your liver isn't working very well, you're not going to be that great. And furthermore, on that, if you are a hard training athlete, you actually can influence your own liver enzymes to increase. And that's why today we're going to be talking about Core's Lifeline Liver, a very comprehensive product for singling out liver enzyme problems and making your liver healthier. A very comprehensive product for improving liver values and taking care of your liver health. So what makes Core Liver different? Well, Core Liver hits the normal ingredients for liver products. It's got your classic milk thistle. You've always got to touch the milk thistle, and honestly, probably the biggest dose we've ever seen of it. It also goes a little bit over into that other area of TUDCA. TUDCA, an ingredient that we see in more hardcore liver products. And Core, while they're a natural bodybuilding brand, they really don't cut corners when it comes to ingredients, dosages, or any of that. And so we're actually really stoked to see this Lifeline series going not just into gut and some other stuff, but really getting into the meat of the organ product stuff with some hard-hitting doses and even a new ingredient here in Katuki Extract. We're going to get into that in a second. First, let's start off from the top and talk about milk thistle extract, one of the classic liver ingredients that people have been using for so long that honestly it's impressive that they came out with a bigger dosage that we've never seen before. Obviously, any liver supplementation regimen worth its salt is going to contain this milk thistle. Milk thistle is standardized for silymarin, and silymarin actually isn't a single compound. It is a class of 3 different flavonoligans. That's a new one I haven't actually said out loud before. Silidinin, silibinin, and silicrystinin. Although there are other bioactive compounds within milk thistle, these are going to be the strongest here. Now, milk thistle is native to the Mediterranean basin and Asia Minor, and it's been recognized for its healing properties for over 2,000 years when it was mentioned in the early writings of ancient Greek physician and botanist Dioscorides. Now, if you are new to supplementing for livers, or if you've ever taken milk thistle, I definitely recommend you start with 1 capsule in this because it's such a large dose and work your way up to 3. One thing to really note here, not only is it a huge dose, but it's also at 80%, which is a big standardization from milk thistle. All the way around, this ingredient is very powerful, and we're impressed by Core picking this one out for it, though not surprised. So the research includes, but is not limited to, protection and rehabilitation from drug-induced liver disease, improvement of liver function post-alcohol abuse, amelioration of general liver toxicity, protection of the liver from environmental toxins, and protection against general liver disease. Now, obviously, milk thistle can help out a lot with liver damage from alcohol abuse or other drug abuse. The most important thing here to mention during these videos is the best way to prevent liver injury is to actually remove any type of toxins or problems that are going to be causing it to be injured. But for a lot of people, if you're training, you're going to be increasing your liver enzymes anyway. And so this might be a product that's important for you if you are extra susceptible to that. It's always just important to note, though, even though you are taking a product for an organ here, that does not give you a license to absolutely abuse yourself. You should still be getting your blood work and watching those liver enzymes to make sure they're not too high. If you're training too hard, bring it back. Recover more. Rest is a very important factor in this whole equation of fitness. Next, we get into Katuki Extract. And we're going to be talking about bile a decent amount here. Now, bile is a substance produced by the liver. When it's released, it removes toxins, cholesterol, fat, drugs, and other metabolites from the liver. So when it comes to optimal liver function, bile secretion is key. Now, if liver function is impaired and you develop a bile deficiency, it can cause a wide range of problems, from impaired hormone synthesis all the way to gallstones. And that's where I'm going to mess this one up. Picorizicurao, the Katuki extract here at 400 milligrams, standardized to 5% Katukin, comes into play. This ingredient has been shown to protect the liver both in humans and animals when given to rats whose livers were deliberately injured by researchers. The animals taking this extract showed reductions in liver enzymes and liver fat deposition, both clear indications of improved liver function. In humans, a similar effect was noticed, being that patients that had been diagnosed with acute viral hepatitis saw their bilirubin levels return to baseline much faster when giving this preparation of this extract. In another study, researchers examined this ingredient's ability to reverse the pathology of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, we're going to refer to it as. Now, this was in rats, but it's important to note that it significantly regressed several measures of NAFLD as indicated by a histological study of the animal's livers. This is a promising finding in NAFLD disease in humans. This is probably the most novel ingredient in here, although I am a big fan of another ingredient we're going to get to, TUDCA, as a standalone. This is definitely the most novel and interesting ingredient added into here that we haven't seen before, and likely most of you haven't seen either. From there we go into another, I don't want to say classic, but a very strong ingredient, Cetria glutathione from Kiowa. Now, this is at 250 milligrams, and Kiowa uses Cetria in a bunch of different things. You'll find it in a sport blend with citrulline. You'll see it in some more antioxidant blends like this for health. Glutathione is referred to as the master antioxidant. It's a non-essential amino acid whose job is to remove damaged free radicals from the body. Now, the body's rate of glutathione production is limited by the amount of cysteine. Various supplementation strategies try to remedy this because it's a big bottleneck, and by doing that, you can provide the body with optimal glutathione levels. One of the big problems is that glutathione itself has poor bioavailability, which is why Cetria is a unique ingredient in that it can improve that problem or fight that problem. In fact, Cetria is so much more bioavailable than normal L-glutathione that it has clinically significant effects. In the words of Penn State University College of Medicine researchers who tested an oral preparation of Cetria, these findings show for the first time that daily consumption of GSH supplements was effective at increasing body compartment stores of GSH. Now, glutathione for a very long time has been seen as very low bioavailability. Often people would literally go get IVs of it instead of actually oral supplementing it. But with this ingredient, there is actual data that shows it can be more bioavailable. It can be actually viable for people to use. So if you're afraid of needles or you just don't want to go out of the way to do that, it's also kind of expensive. Cetria L-glutathione is an option for you. Now, from there, we hit TUDCA. This is one of my big standalone ingredients for liver enzyme problems. They got 250 milligrams of it here, which is an awesome dosage. This would be what I'd be looking to use as a standalone ingredient on its own. It's a costly ingredient. It's difficult to obtain, and when most of it on the market is tested, it does not meet standards. So we're super glad to see a quality company like Core sourcing it and using a good quality one in their product. It's really annoying that it is so hard to find and so costly because it's truly an extremely efficacious ingredient when it comes to liver enzymes. TUDCA is a deoxycholic acid, UDCA, conjugated with the amino acid taurine. And if you guys know me, you know I love taurine. It's used to treat cholestasis, a bile deficiency condition that leads to accumulation of toxins in the liver. Now, cholestasis can be caused by a physical blockage in the bile ducts, but chronic drug usage can lead to this liver toxicity. The consequences of this cholestasis are actually pretty grim. Usually, fat digestion slows to a halt and can eventually destroy the liver. Then cell death often follows. If left untreated, this condition can lead to total organ failure. Where TUDCA comes in and actually offers protection, though, is by occupying certain receptors. Now, these receptors are necessary for cell death to occur, and it can really honestly save us here. Additionally, it helps stimulate the production of bile, and it actually eliminates toxic metabolites from the liver. This lowers the overall burden on the liver, so you're overall helping the entire system here become more healthy. Overall, TUDCA is a very powerful workhorse. It's awesome in this product. It'd be awesome on its own, but they're taking this ingredient and expanding on it for a full liver product, and we're super happy about that. Now, lastly here, we get to BioPerin. BioPerin is a black pepper extract for improved ingredient absorption. We got 10 milligrams of it here, a fine clinical dosage. There's actually no studies on these ingredients with BioPerin, so I can't call out anything that it would actually improve, but we're always happy to see it in here because it can help with the absorption of ingredients. Capsule supplements are really one of the best places to find BioPerin, since the spicy taste would be kind of annoying for for a powder if you were drinking it, so you won't notice that because it's in a capsule. Overall, it could be helping with the ingredients here. It could just be helping with all the ingredients that you're getting throughout your day. We're not sad to see by offering any product because it'll help out overall. And that's all of Core Liver. It's a simple product, but a hard-hitting one. If you have liver problems, you know that you really can't cut any corners on fixing it. It's going to be one of those things that, yes, there's 100 different pre-workouts that might work for you, but when it comes to liver products, there's really only a few ingredients that we support, and putting them together in a combination like this, I think it's a super quality product. I'm currently using a different liver product. I'll be moving into this when I'm done, and I'll be getting some blood work for sure to show how I'm looking afterwards. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I do have to say we got this product for free. We do have a business affiliate relationship. I'd be happy to talk to you about their product, Core in general, their Lifeline series. If you have anything, please leave below. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.